Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello. It's Thursday, October 30th, 2025, and my name is Jennifer Cotton. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Midlothian, Texas, and that means I teach people how to make greeting cards, scrapbook pages, gift packaging, and more with stamps, ink, paper, and lots of cool tools. So, good morning and welcome. Thank you for being here. Whether it is your first time or you're coming back, thank you very much. Let me know if you can hear me because I'm not getting closed captions on the Facebook video this morning. But good to see everybody here. We've got, thanks for sharing, Cindy, Julie, first one here over on YouTube, and Sue, overcast, Green Bay, Wisconsin. Looks like it's going to rain. By the way, it is what? Let me check the temperature. Oh my gosh. 45 degrees in Texas this morning. Very cool. And getting up to like 66 today. And yeah, so it's just cool. We're getting that fall weather finally. Sorry, I was seeing if anybody said they could hear me, but I assume, okay, good. Thank you, V. I was like, if you cannot, I assume you'd be saying that. Okay, Pam, good morning. So long wind. I know. We have had, yesterday was so windy here. I lost internet for a few hours. It was so windy here in Texas, but I think it's not going to be as bad today. Hilda, good morning. Christina, blessed, beautiful morning, she says, with the little fall leaves. Love it. Lori, good morning. 38 degrees in cloudy Minnesota. Terry, good morning. What a beautiful fall. Yes. Mary Jo, good morning from New York. Rainy, 40 degrees. Yes, girl. I love to be in your PJs and craft room right about now, but watching it work, I get it. Yes. V, good morning. From a soon to be 90 degrees in Southern California. Oh, you didn't get fall yet. Cindy, good morning. Sue, good morning. Frederick, Maryland. Cindy, good morning. Thanks for sharing. Thank you, Lori. Thank you, Sue. Thank you, V. Thank you, Kelly. Good morning, everybody. Terry, good morning. Rosemary, good morning to you from rainy Long Island. Yeah, y'all are getting rain up there in the north. And Margaret, good morning in hot Southern California. That's what V said as well. And Margaret. And Marcia, good morning. Marcia says, don't forget to hit the thumbs up next to the live chat over on YouTube. And let me put her thing on the screen so she can tell you. Thank you, Marcia. Yes, as y'all come on, good morning, Jackie. Please feel free to give a thumbs up, a like, a heart. I'll do it over here on my iPad on Facebook. But anyway, that does help me. Also, make a comment as you come on, whether it's on replay or you're watching live. Okay, so my name is Jennifer Cotton. I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for 23 years, but next month, November 20th, will be 24 years, which is crazy. So that's how long I've been doing this. This is my full-time business for me personally, so I offer lots of stuff anyone can participate in, whether it's these weekly free videos, my to-go classes, all of them are offered to go, and my in-person events now in Cedar Hill, Texas for in-person, and I mean for like classes and stuff. And then I also offer retreats and crafting cruises as well, and some other classes also. So as you come on, say hi and give a follow if you're not following yet. So I will be adding, let me get my thing on the screen so you can see and hear. I will add timestamps down below in the YouTube description later today so you can skip around to the part of the video you want to see on replay. And then tomorrow I'll add a link right up here in the corner that will take you straight to my blog, stamptherapist.com. And that is where you can go anytime you're needing information about me, my events, my specials, Stampin' Up! Specials, all the stuff, stamptherapist.com. That's where you can go to get all that info. Shirley, and thanks for sharing, Shirley. Okay, what just happened there? I don't know what, it looked like the screen flashed. Anyway, okay, upcoming events. Let's talk about upcoming events. I offer events that are all offered to go and some are offered in person. They're all going to include the PDF tutorial. You can also purchase tutorial only all over the world. And then anyone in the US can take the actual class packets. We cut, die cut, punch, and emboss everything possible unless otherwise stated. So you may need to own the featured bundle dies for the event and die cut that stuff yourself. And you'll usually need to cut your own designer paper or kit components if they are included with the fee. Otherwise, we'll cut everything else, emboss it, etc. As a reminder, you can get those tutorials only, and my team gets those for free. Okay, so first up is my 4 monthly classes that I do every single month without fail. Now I'm just going to give you a Cliff Notes version because I have not picked my product yet for these events. Been busy. My team meeting is Saturday. My team gathering is Saturday. I just had a retreat this past weekend, which was awesome, but that always puts me a little behind. And I had a lot of mailings I have to do this week, and I had to cut a class as well. So I haven't picked those products yet, but this month we will have in person our new location in Cedar Hill on November 22nd in person, or mailed November 24th. Most people take it to go, but you can come in person. We'll have the card class where we'll make 4 cards free with an order, and I'll tell you more about that later. And that will happen again on November 22nd or mailed the 24th. That is Stamp a Stack, which is 8 cards, 4 designs, 2 of each. This will be our last Christmas one. Wall art class or club, the 12 by 12 wall art. It will be Christmas themed. And scrapbook class and club, which will also be Christmas themed. You'll make 2 12 by 12 pages. So those 3 are subscription clubs that you can join. And there are perks to joining the subscription club. These perks are save $2 per month. So it's $38 for cards and wall art, $38. And you get over $20 in merchandise for each one. You can cancel anytime. You get occasional club gifts from me, as well as a free gift after 6 consecutive months of membership. We cut, die, cut, punch, and emboss everything possible. You also, of course, get your PDF tutorial. And then if you don't want to join the club, or you're not sure yet, my camera's not switching. You can, sorry, I got distracted because it won't go back to my face. If you don't want to join the club yet, you can take just the individual class, and that is $40. Now, Scrapbook Club is a different price. It's the same. You get over 20 in merch. It's the same exact value, but it includes, it costs only $30 for club members, $30, $32 for non. Okay, any questions on those, just let me know. Just make sure you're on my email newsletter. You can join it right now up here on Facebook and down here in YouTube in those descriptions, and then you'll get all the info about these events sent to you. You can join all of the clubs right now on my blog, stamptherapist.com, or you can wait for the registration links to come out, hopefully by November 1st, which is Saturday when I have my team meeting. It might be November 2nd this month when I get those links out to everybody and that big monthly email. Okay, next up is... I did want to show you the cards from last month's Stamp a Stack, the one we did in October. We made 8 cards, 4 designs, 2 of each. So this was one of the cards. We used modern or ornamental Christmas bundle. This was one of the cards. Wait, no, these are different cards. Oh, that's different. Hold on. These. I was showing y'all a sneak peek from an upcoming class. Okay, we made this card. 2 of these. Come on. Same exact stamps as y'all can see. Got my designs mixed up. This card. This was last month. We are sold out of this one. We made this one. And we made this one. So that's an example of a Stamp a Stack of 8 cards, 4 designs, 2 of each. That's the club you can join. And then wall art was last month. This one. Oh no, I pulled the wrong one. Well, anyway, we made a really pretty one last month. I forgot to bring it over here. Okay, now moving on to the next event, which is, let me see who I missed here. Yeah, oh, Kelly says I froze for a second. That's why I saw like a flash on the screen. I don't know what words got messed up. Can we get the Elegant Pines class as a tutorial only? Yes, Laura. I'll just need to do it manually. You're on Facebook, so I'll just need to invoice you. I'm writing this down. So you can also message me, Laura, or email me to, make sure I get that, get you invoiced for that. But yes, you can still purchase that. Cindy, good morning. Thanks for sharing. Linda, good morning. Hello in Idaho. Happy Thursday. Thank you, Cindy. Carmen, good morning. Rhonda, good morning. And Laura, no problem. Okay, so next up is the Jen and Jen Stamp Camp. If you live in Canada, you can take this one too through Genevieve Co., one of my event partners and friends. I will get to see Genevieve in person in a couple of weeks in Las Vegas, where a lot of us demonstrators and a lot of my team are going to the Stampin Up leadership conference called Backstage. Anyway, that's a side note. Genevieve Co. and I are doing this event together where you will make 10 projects, 10 different projects using the Modern Christmas Suite, the now I just blanked out on the name, Ornamental Christmas, I think, bundle. So that's the left picture there. And it's called the Head into the Holiday Stamp Camp. It is a virtual camp that will happen on Facebook. Sorry, can't talk. On November 29th. I'm looking for my notes that I printed out here. And the kit will be mailed by November 21st, and you need to register by November 9th. Okay. You don't have to be present for the Facebook party that day. You complete your projects by PDF. We do bonus videos and have interaction and games to win prizes. So if you're busy on November 21st, no problem. Or the 29th, no problem. I need to get it together. And you'll have your PDF to complete your projects. Okay. Within that camp, we also have 2 optional classes that you can take, only my class, only her class, or only the camp, or mix and match however you want. You do get a bonus gift if you take all 3. And you get, I need to write myself a note. Sorry, I just thought of something that I forgot to do after the retreat. Okay, sorry. That triggered a memory. Yeah, so hopefully I said it all. You can take my class, her class, camp, or all 3, and you get a bonus gift if you take all 3. Okay. Here are the 2 bonus classes. Mine is the Gingerbread Man not card class, gift card holder, and gift tags. And I'm going to show you these projects now, as well as my sneak peek of my make and takes from the camp. Or you can take Genevieve's class, which is the branching out class. You'll make 6 different projects featuring the branching out bundle. They will be cards, tags, and gift card holders. So, and the camp is all cards, by the way. Camp is all cards. The other 2 are gift card holders, tags, and cards. Okay. So here's my Gingerbread Camp class. I really think it's cute. Remember, you can take only this class, or you can mix and match. You can get tutorials only all over the world, again, but register with Genevieve if you live in Canada for any of this. And I have her links in my link. So just click my link and it'll take you to her link, if that makes sense. Okay, we're going to make some cute little tags. These are all mixed up. Gift card holder, tag, gift card holder, gift card holder. All right, so that's a whole class. It includes product as well, and they're going to be super cute. And then for the camp, you'll make 10 projects. I only have my 5 here. I accidentally was showing you a real good sneak peek earlier. But the Ornamental Christmas bundle and All right, so register for those by November 9th. Sooner you register, the better. In case of back orders and stuff, we can start ordering as you come in. All right, Brittany, good morning. Julie, thanks for sharing. Okay, and last but not least, because I have more events coming up in the future, but they're too far away to advertise now. So last but not least is the crafting cruise. It's getting really time to get on this January 2026 crafting cruise. If you're going to go, now's the time to register. You're going to get gifts every day. We're going to cruise out of Galveston, Texas on Harmony of the Seas to the Caribbean. You're going to get gifts each day. You're going to meet awesome new people, get a matching t-shirt, dine together if you choose as a group. As you can see, we don't all fit on one table. They have us in the dining room at several tables, just mixed up in little groups, but near each other. So the tables are by each other. If you choose, you can also be like, I don't want to eat with the group. It's your cruise. You can do whatever you want. You get a bag. You get to swap if you choose. You get snacks 24/7 on the ship, sometimes in the crop room, and mixing and mingling with all the people. And then you get class tables separate from your own half a crop table. So you have that landing station for yourself, and you can work on whatever projects you want over there. Some people do use the product April and I bring to share, and they make their own projects in addition to the class. And some people just do the class. Everybody does what they want. The classes are self-paced. I think I may have said it wrong in a recent video because I got myself mixed up, but it's 4 classes are included with the fee plus 2 stamping demonstrations. So I think I said that wrong before. We used to do 6 classes. Now it's 4. You'll make multiple projects and 4 classes and stamping demonstrations. Okay. So, which we've never done those before on the cruise. Okay. So that's coming up. The date is January 25th, 2026. So register now. Link info in the video. Also what was I going to say? Something else about the cruise, but I lost it. I don't even know what the also was. Who knows? Okay, so that's it for events right now. Now we'll move on to specials and Stampin' Up! Specials and my specials and whatever's going on in that world. And first off, don't forget to register or join my email newsletter, because then you will get emailed out the recipe cards for the 3 cards I'm making on today's video. I will be making 3 cards with the Gathering Moments bundle, and these cards will be free with an order. So the class packet will be. But if you want those recipe cards that are free, just join my email newsletter before 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Central. And that's what the cards look like. The picture I just showed you, the recipe cards. And they have the measurements and the supply list. You can print them out or just view them online. They do make a nice little book, though, if you want to make a little book of recipe cards. Okay. Of course, the best deal ever in the world is the starter kit special, and it ends tomorrow. Did y'all see my video where I told my stamping story, by the way? I posted it on Facebook. I uploaded it to YouTube, and I emailed it out yesterday, I believe. But I told my stamping story of how I got into Stampin' Up!, which is different than most people. I went searching for something specific, and then I was going to do it myself, and then I found Stampin' Up! Already was doing it. So anyway, you can listen to that story. And if you want to join the team, there's zero pressure once you join to stay 24 years like me, or do events like me, or sell, or any of that stuff. But there's so many opportunities, starting with your discount and seeing products early and all the stuff, besides the friendships and all the things. So the special that ends tomorrow on Halloween, October 31st, happy Halloween, by the way, is you can either pay $35 and pick up to $125 in merchandise. We've never had a deal that good. Or you can pay $99 and pick up to $189 in merchandise. Either one, doesn't matter, gets you into all the perks. It also gets you into my team, where there's more perks. But the $35 one, you get both of them. You get a free past paper pumpkin. You get free shipping, and The value after you add tax and shipping to each one, the $35 one is about $179 value. Okay. And the $99 one is about a $256 value. So it's an incredible value. I'd be surprised if anyone passed it up. Well, haven't counted recently. Well over 50 people have joined our team since this special started, and we would like to welcome you in as well. Everybody's invited. Again, there's no obligation. I have people join my team and drop out, join, drop out, like repeatedly, or join one time, decide it's not for them, stay as a customer, all the stuff. And by the way, when you join, you can still be a customer. You can still watch the videos. You can still get the free classes. I have many people who take advantage of all that stuff, and some who join and they're like, okay, I'll buy for myself now, get my little discount, and that's all good. Either way, it doesn't matter. And there's no penalty if you don't stay in. Also, you get all the team perks. So if you have any questions on that, it ends tomorrow. I would not wait until late tomorrow to do it, because sometimes there's internet issues. Who knows, with too many people trying to do something at one time, servers breaking down. I don't know. I just wouldn't wait till late. Also, tomorrow I need to go to bed early because my team meeting is early on Saturday, and I have to do the reporting on Saturday because it's the end of the month. Anyway, if you need help from me, don't wait too late. All right. But any questions, let me know. Cindy, good morning. Tommy, good morning to you. Susan had a procedure today, so home recuperating. Hope you're feeling okay, Susan, and get rest and all the stuff. I think I said thanks for sharing, Julie. Okay. So that's the starter kit special. Last chance if you want to get the die cut machine really cheap, the advent calendar really cheap, like so many high priced items really cheap. Now's the time. Okay. What else? Stampin' Up! Has added another craft class. So I did not take the craft class, but now I think I'm going to sign up for it. You can still sign up for the old one as well, the Traditions of Christmas. And the reason is many demonstrators I know, including some top, well, like, I don't know personally, but in a group I'm in, some of the top demonstrators in the company are like, this was so worth it. There was so many tips in the one video, or I don't know how many videos it was, probably 4 separate ones, but in the one class fee. So anyway, they're releasing a new one. You can still purchase Traditions of Christmas craft class through me. It's $30 free shipping, and Stampin' Up! Runs the class, and you make 4 projects, including a home decor piece using the Traditions of Christmas stuff. But you supply all the projects. This is just for the digital content. Okay. So the class has already happened, but you can purchase it now, and you just have automatic access to the video or videos. I honestly can't remember if it's one or several, because the scrapbooking one was several videos. Okay. And then the new one coming out is Brushed with Beauty. It opens November 4th for purchasing. The event will be broadcast on November 20th. It will be recorded. Again, you can access those videos later, and they're, I don't know what I was going to say, but you can still purchase the other one. $30. Okay. So we have those, and they're full of tips and, all the stuff. And they do include PDF tutorials, very detailed ones. Okay. Paper Pumpkin. This is our monthly subscription box. Let me grab the one from this month. I still have a few of these left, I believe. I can't remember how many, but I can look if anyone wants one. This is the kit that's already passed, so it's too late to get this from Stampin' Up!, but you can get one from me. And I'll hold the card straight. These are felt, and it's really, really nice. I made these cards exactly as shown in the instructions and the little video that they do for us. But one of my teammates was showing us, Yolanda showed us how she modified hers to make more of the velvet show. You always get a stamp set with Paper Pumpkin. There's what the images of the stamp set look like. This one had sequins. I only made one of each card from this kit. And of course you get I say written instructions, more like picture instructions, but you do get instructions. So that, and they do little video instruction as well. That's what paper pumpkin is. It's a craft box. So it makes a great gift. It also for yourself or someone else. And let's see here. So that one's too late. That was the October one. November, you have to sign up or pre-purchase by November 10th to get these, and they are little gift boxes that are big enough to hold a gift card. So there's a sneak peek. Of course, you get a stamp set, you get the sequins, they coordinate with this month's, and you're gonna make the little gift boxes. It's called Wrapped in Cheer, and sign up by November 10th for that. Whether you pre-purchase, or what is it called? Subscribe. And of course, links in my video right now to do that. Okay, and then the December one will be watercolor in bloom, so non-holiday themed. And I think that one's going to be cards. Does it say? Yes, 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs. Okay, so that is Paper Pumpkin. Sign up by November 10th. And if you do, through me, you will get my Paper Pumpkin alternatives, which is me and several other demonstrators giving you different ideas of things you can do with the Paper Pumpkin kit. What was I going to say about that? I lost it. But my team Zoom crafting night is tonight. That's another thing we do together as a team, is get together monthly on Zoom and just craft whatever we want. And that's when I'm making my alternative bonus idea tonight. I'm not behind. It's not late. It's not due till the 1st, but I'm a little behind. So I think I was going to say something else about Paper Pumpkin, but I lost it. Dang it. Okay. I think that's it. I will be offering the class that I'm making today as a free class with order. So starting today, or online orders of $35 or more will get this class packet free to make all 3 cards. We'll cut everything we can for you. Like, we'll give you the pieces of designer paper and ribbon. You will need to own the dies, the Gathering Moments dies, to complete your projects. And it's free with a $35 online order. It will get mailed to you. You don't need to pay shipping, none of the stuff. Of course, you earn rewards on orders of $20 or more. And it's limit 1 per person. And it includes a PDF. And all those details will be on my blog at 11 a.m. Central today. Okay. I do have a little bit of show and tell from the retreat. So I've got laying on my table behind my this is a cart that I can roll around in this room. The actual retreat gifts that April and I gave, and all the retreat projects. But I'm not going to show those yet because the retreat to go has not been mailed yet. The boxes are all over there. They're going out tomorrow. They're over there. So I'm just going to show you some other stuff from retreat real quick, and then I think we'll get started. So yeah, good. Supposedly I said everything. Let me point the camera down. Yes, Julie, I've heard a lot of people are having rain and all that, but not us. Not now. It rained while we were at retreat, actually. So I always like that because, like, I don't go out the door at retreat. Some of the people do. Where we go now, there's a river. Literally, you just go out the back door and there's a river right there. So all of our nature people, and I make fun of them because I'm so like, I don't need to see a river. I don't need to see a duck. There's like chickens and pigs, and I'm like, I don't need to see an animal. But, you know, most people do like that stuff. So long story short, I don't step outside. And it rained a lot this weekend at retreat, which is good. Good rain. You know, like you said, we need the rain. But I didn't have to deal with it, and it was over by the time we came home on Sunday. And it's not raining right now. So, yes, Britty is, I don't know where she is. I freaked her out messing with a cord where I have to plug into the internet to do my videos. And she ran away, but she might come back. Yesterday was National Cat Day, and I missed it as far as posting about Britty. Messed that up. Okay, let me switch my camera. There we go. Okay, so of course y'all know I'm going to push this again because it's a great deal. But these are the swaps from retreat. First of all, they are amazing. Linda, I can't remember. oh, I guess me. This was my swap, but I made this on the video last week. So this is brand new product coming out from Stampin' Up in November that you can get in the starter kit now, or it starts November 4th for customers. We can buy it now. And Linda Harrell made this swap with this brand new product. So I told y'all about this. It's a new suite coming, a new bundle coming out. Let me see what it's called. But look at that swap she made. Isn't it awesome? Oh no, where's my flyer? Let's see if I have it here. Yeah, okay. Just want to tell you the name of that one in case you like it, because I thought she did amazing. Dun, dun, dun. On Display is the bundle. It's a stamp set and dies, obviously. So On Display. And look at all the things you can make with it. That's a big shelf thing it makes. Anyway, so there you go. Linda, awesome swap. I may or may not remember who all these are from, but I think this was Lisa Hanson. Super cute. Newsflash, you're fabulous. This, I believe, is Jessica. Hey, girlfriend. Halloween, of course, perfect. This was April's. That's a stamp set that's in our mini catalog right now. And a lot of people at the retreat were like, we sell that? What is that? So yes, this is available right now. And it has all these different words to go with the word happy. It's a really nice one. This was our winner. Everybody at retreat got to vote on their favorite one. And they voted, this got the most votes, I should say. And this was by Kim. Isn't that cute? So that's the gingerbread man. She turned into a scarecrow. Or girl. She used the winky eyes, the eyelash eyes. And then I think this was Lisa Stevens. Awesome swaps. And always, we do team swaps as well monthly. And so when you swap wherever, you get back one of each card, which is the best part of swapping. So, oh, and I showed you mine already. And then these were gifts we received. And I got to be honest, I don't remember who gave us what. But this gift was this bag, this 12 by 12 bag, which I love with the little tag on it. So cute. I love 12 by 12 storage bags. And then I put inside the other gifts we received. This is just from the attendees that it's not required to give us a gift. But I can't remember who gave us this one. It was at the very beginning. Dang it. I need the list of guests. But I believe Linda gave us the chapstick carrier and chapstick. I got wintergreen Carmex. Ooh, very nice. Kim gave us this little Halloween candy treat. So cute. And I'm definitely going to be eating that probably today. Also here, I think from Lynn, yeah, all kinds of treats, lotion, bag tags, junior mints. Of course, again, I'm going to eat it today. Thank you, Linda. Lynn. Jessica and her sister, Helen, gave everybody these wooden tags, like bag tags. And they brought paint and everything, and everybody got to make their own. Of course, I didn't get to because I was too busy designing projects. But everybody took theirs home, painted, and finished with a little chain. And it stands for Spoiled Rotten Retreats. SRR 2025. So that was super cute. Thank you, Jessica and Helen. This was from Debbie. She put her name on there. I recommend everybody puts their name because some of us don't have good memories. Hot cocoa with homemade marshmallows. Again, this is my meals for today. And last but not least, Susie gave us a memory board. So thanks, everybody. We love getting gifts. We all do. And everybody who brought those gifts gave them to everybody at retreat, not just me and April. So it's pretty fun. But again, it's not required, but you know how we all love making little treats. Okay. Again, I already told you about this, but I'm going to remind you one more time. It's very spooky. It ends October 31st. $35 or $99. Free shipping, free past paper pumpkin, no obligation. You do earn rewards on your own purchases as a demonstrator. Your own orders count towards staying around longer. And of course, you also get a discount. So Any questions, let me know. Let's see what we're going to stamp today. We are going to use the Gathering Moments bundle. Just got to be crooked today. And I've already used this bundle when I made the, what was it called? The wall art. So I should have, and I believe I did, go over the details of this bundle on that video when I made the fall wall art a few weeks ago for my customers who need the more detailed description of the stamps and dies. And then also same thing with the designer paper, which is called Gathering Together. This paper is gorgeous, but all of these, oh, this is an online exclusive. Okay, is this paper online as well? I get it all mixed up. Gathering Together. Let me look. Uh-oh, Britty just jumped up here. What? Oops, that's the new stuff. Okay, it is online exclusive. I got it mixed up. Or I forgot, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, doesn't matter. This paper is gorgeous. You need it. So, you don't have this fall paper. It is about to be November 1st. What are you doing? You need the fall paper. It's a specialty with foil. Again, I gave the details of it on a separate video. So I'll just go through here real quick. We got leaves, we got backgrounds, we got rustic, foil, old olive, early espresso, basic beige, crushed curry. Britty's up here. Did I say all the colors? Cajun craze. So beautiful paper. Again, gold foiling on one side. Pretty. You like that paper? Plaids, distress, leaves, etc. And then the bundle. Again, I already showed it on a previous video. But the leaves actually, well, yes, let me start over. You can die cut the stamped leaves and acorn and mushroom and berries from this image with your dies. But then in addition, they have these huge leaf dies, an oak and a maple. She really wants to be petted. And that stand alone. They don't have matching stamps. Don't bump all my stuff. Oh my gosh. She's trying to rub her face on everything. Okay, so, and then you can die cut the leaves either the outline only or with the, yes. She's like, you missed National Cat Day. That's your bad. With this detail one that puts the veins in there, and the veins are dots that cuts dotted holes. Let me, no, Britty. Dotted holes as veins, which then you can stitch if you want. So that's the dies. And then the stamp set has all those images, which are distinctive, zero need to color. They get light and dark in there. 2 leaves, a stem with several leaves, mushroom, acorn, and berries. And then there's a couple of background images, a little section of a plaid kind of background, distressed and distinctive, and like a, I call it a tiny section of bark. And then words, which are all in a nice fancy cursive, sort of elegant, more masculine-y cursive. Many thanks. Your friendship means the world to me. Gather. Thankful for you. You see, I'm still holding her. And expressing heartfelt gratitude. Okay, let's put the camera on Britty real quick so she can get her moment. Okay. Say hi. Say, I think I'm special and I need to have all the attention. Okay, so there's Britty. Let me switch the camera back. Nice, sweet girl. You got to get down. Go. Okay, so that's what we're using. Let's get started. Card number one. Card number one. This one is a basic beige card base. So to make a card, you take your 8.5 by 11 cardstock and you cut it in half. You'll get two cards out of one piece of paper. And those 2 cards will fit into the invitation size envelope, which is this size right here, Stampin' Up! Medium envelope. Nice quality, rounded edges, nice paper, white, or my favorite, the clear one. So once we fold it in half, I will use my bone folder. It will fit into that invitation size envelope. So economical, easy to remember, cut it in half, 2 cards out of 1 piece. 5.5 by 8.5. You can also cut it in half the other direction and fold it over the long way, and that's the same size. Then our next layers, and remember this is a free class that you can get with an online order. Well, I'll cut the class packet and send it to you, or Scott will, somebody will. The next layer is Cajun Craze cardstock. And then the next layer on top of that is some of this gorgeous designer paper. Now we are using the non-foil side. So the back side is these gorgeous foil leaves, which maybe you might use on here. I don't know, but this side is the basic beige and white, like painted, distressed wood kind of, not wood, but distressed furniture kind of look. So, and this will be a portrait up and down card. Okay, next we have 3 leaves. I pre-cut them for my video. You'll cut yours in your class kit with your bundle. And we have the oak leaf in old olive, the maple leaf, 2 of those, 1 in crushed curry, man, and 1 in Cajun Craze. These names starting with the same letter just don't work for my brain anymore. Hey, Cindy. Yes, happy belated National Cat Day. Thank you. Thanks, Terry. Yes, Kitty Town, Linda. Cindy, thank you. Jen, good morning to you. Okay, we're also going to pre-die cut for you this label from Basic Beige Cardstock. The base was Basic Beige. I think I said that. That label comes from the Traditional Labels dies, one of my most used dies from this current mini catalog, because they're just all labels. They're all amazing in different sizes to fit different things. This one is like a rectangle, but with an arrow on one end, or just a point. It comes to a point, like a reverse banner. So it's a small rectangle. It's about 3/4 of an inch tall by 2 inches long, including the point. 3/4 by 2 inches, and that's Basic Beige. That one is, what am I trying to say? I don't know what I was going to say, but it'll fit the greeting we're going to use. And then I just have a scrap of Basic Beige here to stamp some images on. Your scrap might be a different size because I just literally grabbed one when I was cutting for the video. Okay, so for this card, that is Early Espresso, Cajun Craze, and Old Olive ink that we'll be using. And this card is going to say Thankful for You. So this Thankful for You is a really small font, 2 inches or less long, to fit on this banner, or whatever we want to call this rectangle. And I'm going to stamp it so that the arrow or point goes to the right. Do not press hard on this or you're going to get a hot mess, because it's super skinny and like fine point cursive. So if you press real hard, first of all, if you press hard on the ink pad, that's terrible. You get ink everywhere. And if you press hard on your project, it blurs out. See how it's blurry there and good there. Also, you do not want all that ink, because usually it's going to come off on your project like that. Let me grab my thing, a little chamois, and clean that off. And show you when you ink it, it should be just ink on the stamp only. Like that. Okay. So never press hard on our Stampin' Up! Foam ink pads. Okay, and then you will stamp on the scrap. The acorn is early espresso. And I love the two-step. I mean, not that. I love the distinctive because that light and dark is just because of how they have placed the ink on here on the rubber. Oh, I was going to tell you all this too. This little tip. And then Old Olive. Hey, Charlotte. Exactly. She says burr. All the Texas people are like, it's cold. Old Olive leaf. Again, light and dark. And mushroom. Well, the leaf is Old Olive. It's the largest leaf from the stamped ones. I don't know what kind of leaf that is. And then Cajun Craze for the mushroom. And then I would recommend you cut all of those apart and then die cut them out. I have other videos where I've done die cutting if anyone's new and wants me to refer them, but I did pre-die cut these for the video today. The die cut machine's amazing. It'll work anything we sell. The machine comes with everything you need to do that. You don't have to buy accessories or whatever. And it's super easy to use, and you can get it right now with that starter kit special if you get the $99 one. This is a dryer sheet, an unscented one that I used to die cut these leaves from to collect the dots from that come out of there. So I would say 2 to 3 dots might have stuck inside the die when I cut it out, and you always want to poke those out for the next time you die cut so it doesn't get jammed up. Well, I had to poke out 2 or 3 total instead of 50 or whatever is on here. And then literally 1 or 2 might have stuck in the cardstock, like there's one right there. I did not poke out any for this video purposes, and that's the only dot I need to poke out. So I highly recommend the dryer sheet. It's unscented, needs to be unscented. This one actually cut, it usually doesn't cut it out of the dryer sheet, but that one did. But the dryer sheet goes under your cardstock, so you would cut it like that. Die, cardstock, dryer sheet on bottom. Any detailed dies you have that leave a lot of stuff in the die or on the plate, just put it here instead. Okay. Now, just put it together. Oh, no. So I'm going to add stitching to these. So I haven't been brave enough to figure out the actual stitching. I did buy some needles. I found some cheap needles, hand needles at Daiso, which is like a dollar store. I mean, it's not a dollar, but it's a cheap store, like almost a dollar store. Where are they? Right here. I got these, but then I still haven't tried it. But you can stitch on these, and we sell the linen thread in a 2. It's actually a 2-pack. I just have 3 in there. Old Olive and Early Espresso would be really nice to stitch on there. See my little needles? I'm ready to go, but I haven't tried it. But we have the solution. We'll just use the white gel pen. So this is a white gel pen. I have these in my Amazon store if you need any. This is the one that's in my Amazon store. And I'm just literally not even picking up the pen. I'm just connecting the dots, dot to dot. I do want scratch paper under there because it will make a white dot on your whatever table you have underneath, or scratch paper. And with the glass mat, I wouldn't be able to see it very well, and before it dries, it might smear onto something else. And see, oh, obviously, if you were working on a table or something that you didn't want white ink on. So that's another way. And you could use colored stitching as well, brown, black, whatever you want, but I like the white. Just connect the dots. Probably a little bit faster than stitching also, but I don't know. If you're good, maybe not. what else should I talk about while I'm doing this? Not a lot more explanation to give on this. My Amazon link is in the video right now, and I have lots of cool stuff there. So I need to add some retreat stuff that we just got. We gave one really, I think all of our gifts were really good. We got a lot of compliments at the in-person. Again, I don't want to ruin it for our to-go people. But one of them in particular, everybody was like, ooh. And it was from Amazon, so I need to link it in my store. I get like 5 cents commission when you buy it from me, but everything adds up. But it costs you the exact same if you shop on my Amazon store as if you shop on Amazon. So it does help me. Thank you very much. That's all I got. The lines don't make sense to me on this. Some of them, but whatever. It is what it is. Like, oh, I think I did that one wrong, but it's fine. Like these ones that go out to the sides, whatever. I don't know. I don't get it, but it's all good. It still looks cute. Okay, now we're ready to put it together. Where should she go? And I chuckled at what Linda said. She said, nice to show why you don't press hard. Just tap, tap, tap. Yes. We say don't do it, but there is a reason. Good morning, Pat. Good to see you as well. Are you cold over there, Pat? All right. A symbol. My Stampin' Seal. Attach the designer paper. All of the measurements for these, like this Cajun craze piece, etc. Those measurements will be on the recipe cards. So make sure you're on the email list. That goes out at 9 a.m. Central tomorrow. Oh my gosh. Always when I'm on videos, my thing wraps over and I need to fix it, but I don't have time on the video. I grabbed a different one. Okay. So attach the Cajun Craze to the card base skinny borders there. So it's basic beige base, Cajun, and then the designer paper, which is basic beige and white distressed. And then I'm going to add first the old olive leaf. Tilt it up toward the right, down toward the left. These leaves are really large, so I'm going almost to the very edges of the paper, of the card base, but never past it because then it won't fit in the envelope correctly. And then I'll do the Cajun Craze maple leaf next, and that will go toward the top, facing, tilting at the top to the left. And then last is the crushed curry, the yellow leaf. Maple. I'm going to flip it upside down so that the top of it is pointing to the bottom right of the card. Again, just making sure not to go off the edges. So they're just all overlapping each other there. So it's a little different. I'm going to tilt this top one a little bit more so a little more of that green shows. Okay. Still good. Okay, then I will make a little grouping with the acorn, mushroom, and, oh my goodness, green leaf. So I'm going to have this green old olive leaf facing up. And then at the bottom of it, I'll put the the mushroom bottom left, and then bottom right, the acorn. And I'll put the acorn upside down. That's my little grouping there. This I will add Stampin' Dimensionals to. My greeting is going to be flat. Dimensionals. I'm going to use my mini Stampin' Dimensionals, my favorites. I'm almost out here. I have all these edges I can use as well. You can use the regular ones too. It doesn't matter. I just like the mini. I saw somebody the other day Forgot what group I was in. Oh, it was, anyway, it's a training group. Okay, I'm going to put this, I'll say it in a second. Put these here so I'll remember what I was going to say. I was just laying it out. I'm going to place the greeting basically kind of in the center of the leaves, but a little bit lower and a little bit to the right. And I was leaving enough space to put my little grouping here to the left of the greeting. So it overlaps the greeting a little and it's just right there. Anyway, I was in a group and somebody was talking about black Stampin' Dimensionals, and I think it was the minis. I don't remember, but somebody said, I didn't know we sold black dimensionals in mini or large, one of the sizes. And the thing is, we sell them in one package, both sizes. You get 2 sheets of large, 2 sheets of small in one package of black. So if you didn't know that, when you buy the black dimensionals, you get mini and regular size in one pack. So that's a good deal. Okay, now I'm going to add a bow to this. I'm going to use my Old Olive linen thread. So it's Early Espresso and Old Olive linen thread. I'm going to make a double bow. I'm going to check. I don't think that's low inventory, but for some reason it's... No, it's not. Can't remember if I saw something like that. Anyway, on our low inventory. Right now it's not though, so it's fine. False alarm. Okay, I'm going to fold this linen thread over on itself, so I'll have 2 of them. And then I'm going to make a bow, just a regular bow, but with 2 strings instead of 1. It'll be a double bow. We will supply this a strip of twine for you for your card as well when you get this free class packet. Go shopping. And that ends November 6th. Did I say that? The free class ends November 6th. That's basically 1 week to shop and get this class packet free. Okay, so there's my double bow. And I'll grab a mini glue dot. Press down, make a little fold there so your glue dot only expose 1, and then you fold it down so that it's flat and you can push really hard. You don't have to touch the dot with your hand, and then that glue dot's just going to go down at the bottom of my little grouping of fall images there. And last but not least, we got some embellishments. For this card, I used these Cajun Craze and gold dots. That is what they're called. Cajun Craze and gold dots. I cut this up for some reason. I don't remember why. I don't know. I probably sent them with a helper to distribute for a small class like this one, where you just get whatever you need. Okay, so grab my Take a Pic tool. I'm going to put with these Cajun Craze and gold dots, they're basically Cajun Craze dots that have little flecks of gold in them, and they're very rounded. It's like a half circle. Small, medium, and large are the sizes. So I'm going to do a small and a medium up here on the top left on the designer paper, and a large down on the bottom right. Not the bottom, the side right, where there's an empty space. And that is card number 1. Nice fall. Thank you, Linda. Hey, Lori, good morning. See, Laura didn't know about black dimensionals. Yay. They obviously, but when you're using really dark cardstock, they hide under there really well. Again, you get both sizes in the one pack. Let me look at the price because I think it's the same, but I can't remember. I don't remember. I just buy them, you know. Dimensionals. Oh, no, they're not the same price. But you get 4 sheets, 2 of each size for $6.25. It's called Black Stampin' Dimensionals Combo Pack. And then you get 3 sheets of regular white or 3 sheets of mini for $4.25. So $6.25 divided by 4, $1.56. They're like 10 cents more a sheet than the white ones, but 10 cents is not bad. So there we go. There we go. There we go. All right. So again, that's the first card. Now we will make card number 2. Card number 2. Put these out of my way. Can't remember if I'm using them again. All right, for card number 2 here, we have a Cajun Craze card base. Here's my bone folder. Got it. This one is, I need to move something so I can see what the card looks. Oh yeah. So this is a Z fold. So we're going to fold this in half first, just like before. Align the 2 corners of the cardstock on the table, rest it against the thumbnail, and then use the bone folder to do the folding. That will give you less wrinkles on the inside. And to make a Z fold, it's very simple. You take the front and fold it backwards in half all the way to the left. Again, try to only do the folding with your bone folder, or you can score it with your paper trimmer. This colored cardstock is a lot thicker, so there will be a few wrinkles when you fold it like that, but there'll be way more if you use your finger instead of the bone folder. There'll be way less if you score it with your paper trimmer, your choice. Okay, so that's a Z fold card. It'll just open like this. It'll be portrait up and down. And then for the inside, we have a piece of basic beige cardstock. Such a good color, by the way, side note. And then for the front left, we have a piece of the designer paper. My fingernails look dirty today, but it's just ink or makeup. It's not real dirt. Gross. Sorry. Pieces of designer paper. This is one of my favorite patterns with the leaves and the gold foiling. It has a white background, and the leaves are all basic beige, early espresso, or Cajun Craze. It also has some of the berries and some mushrooms and maybe some other stuff that's not in this section that I cut off. But I just like the white background and then those specific colors. There's no yellow in this one. And some of the images I told you are gold foil. Some are, the veins are foil, whatever. It's like, it's just all mixed up. And it's a smaller scale. Well, basically, I think that leaf pretty much looks like the size of the die cut leaf. I don't know if those fit the die, but they're overlapping, so probably not good to do that. Anyway, whatever. Okay, then we have an early espresso die cut circle. This does have piercing on the sides. I don't know if you can, on the edges. I don't know if you see it because of the dark color. That's from the Stylish Shapes dies, the largest circle die. Love these dies, must have. And then you will die cut a leaf from the piece of designer paper I will give you. This is another gold foil one. So the back is the Cajun Craze plaid with skinny crushed curry and espresso stripes and some white stripes as well. But we're using the foil side. So it is a white background with very, very light basic beige, even smaller scale than these other ones, leaves on it, and then gold foil little detail foliage and berries. So we're going to cut the maple leaf out of that one, and that will go on this circle. That will go on the middle of the card. It's going to look really cute. And then we will cut for you this label from, again, Stylish Shapes dies. It's the largest banner. See the piercing on that one. All of the dies in Stylish Shapes are pierced. And then on your scrap, or scraps, I don't know how we'll provide separate or one big one for the class, but either way, you will stamp the medium-sized leaf, or one of the medium-sized leaves from the stamp set in Cajun Craze. Distinctive, light and dark, so good. And then you will stamp the berries in Early Espresso. Y'all hear the trash truck? pretty loud. Pretty loud. I'm tapping a lot to get good ink, but I'm trying not to get it on the edges. I did get a little, but when you stamp, also it's firm, but not rocking or hard so that the edge does not come off. It's when you start getting all crazy that you get those edges as well. Okay, so you need those two images, cut them apart, die cut them out, and then you'll have those. And then my greeting says, your friendship means the world to me. So this is, the font is larger. It's the cursive. It's larger than the font on the first card. Thankful for you, like a lot larger. Your friendship is on top, means the world to me is on bottom. Y is capitalized. And it will fit in this measure here. Like 3.5 inch long banner. It's probably about 3 inches long, that greeting. Okay, now we can put this one together. We're going to do a brown or an early espresso. Oh, I forgot to stamp something. Sorry. But we are going to do an early espresso bow on this one. Okay, I forgot I stamped on the inside. So we have this piece of basic beige that's going to go on the inside. I'm going to grab my basic beige ink pad. And I need to clean my stamps. I'm going to grab my other chamois because I didn't wet that chamois I was using earlier and it was like dry on the corners. Anyway, okay. We're going to use the large leaf again, but earlier I stamped it in Old Olive. Now I'm going to stamp it in basic beige. And what else? This image, which is like another leafy image, but it's a stem with 6 rounded leaves or 5 rounded leaves on it. And I'm going to use the bark background, little accent image. Okay, so what I'm going to do is stamp the large leaf in basic beige down in the corner, and I want to go, it's going to hang off the right edge, and I want to go low enough that it hangs up, sorry, that the bottom does not show as well. Sorry, put that on camera. And then this 5 leaf thing will go angled toward the left, same deal, hanging off the bottom. And then the bark is just a very subtle tap, tap, tap. Down here on the bottom, sorry, right side and bottom left side, top and bottom. So just a little background there, and it will show on the bottom right corner when the when the card is closed, and it will look cute. So there you go. There you go. Julie, good. I'm glad I mentioned it. That was a very loud trash truck. But this is a garage, and that is a garage door. We didn't like convert it. It's just an insulated garage door. So it's not as thick as walls. So that's why if the truck is on that street instead of the street behind me, it's louder. Okay, so I think we're ready to put this together. Let me attach the basic beige to the inside. Again, I'll put these measurements in the recipe cards that are coming out tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Central. Goodness, sorry, sneezed. And then the designer paper on the front left flap, again, measurements, 11 a.m. Central. I mean, 9 a.m. Central tomorrow. Something in the air. Okay, I'm going to attach the leaf to the circle. Doesn't, just kind of center it. But then when I put it on my card, I want, and I did it flat, I want it kind of angled up to the right and down on the left. And I'm going to place it on the card, the circle, with Stampin' Dimensionals on the back left side only. So I want it angled like this. You could get a pencil or something and mark the back. Maybe I'll do that actually. Grab a pencil. Because it's a circle and harder for my brain to remember. But my other trick is to turn it upside down, top to bottom. Okay. Yeah, you need the pencil marks because my brain was tricked. So I've got the pencil marks here. I'll make them a little darker. Just showing me this is where I want the half to be. Since it's a circle, if it was a rectangle, that would be easy, or even a square or whatever. I have a tissue here. Dimensionals. So keep, even if you use regular adhesive, keep it over here to the left. And that's how we'll attach it. But for this card, you want to attach the circle with, in my opinion, my pencil mark showing a little bit. You can erase it if that bothers you. You want to attach the circle and the leaf before you add your greeting on, because otherwise the greeting might be crooked because of the way you want the leaf. Okay, so the greeting is also going to have dimensionals. Again, it's this basic beige banner from Stylish Shapes. And now I can place my greeting on here where I want it, which is straight across, kind of a little bit more toward the top on dimensionals on top of that leaf. And it's perfectly straight instead of having to worry about circle, because when you, anyway, just trust me. Okay, I'm going to make my grouping again with my little espresso berries and Cajun leaf that I stamped. These I did attach flat, just more adhesive on the back of those. And I put them over on the right side at the very end of the word me. You mean means the world to me. Just right there at the corner. And so it might hang off of your leaf a little bit. It might not, but actually mine does. And there's adhesive right there. I need to remove that adhesive. So pay attention to that. Not too much on the right hand side. Just keep it all to the left. And you'll be fine. And then my bow. Got my early espresso twine. Gonna make the same kind of bow I just made. I keep turning my little space heater in here off and on. As soon as I turn it off, I'm chilly. And then when I turn it on, I get too hot. So 2 strings. This is early espresso. 2 strings to make 1 double bow. How we doing? My favorite card so far. Thank you. Love fun fold cards, and that large maple leaf makes it sparkle. Yes. This paper is so nice. This designer paper. I really left that 1 string too short, so let me try again. Okay. If y'all didn't see my video about me joining Stampin' Up and my little story, also may or may not know that I am not naturally crafty at all. I'm looking for glue dots. I have learned over the years. Like tying a bow, that does not come natural to me. Okay, glue dot, and the bow is going to go at the top of my little grouping. And then our embellishment will be the same dots, the Cajun Craze. and gold dots. What am I doing? I'm going to do small, medium, and large all up in the top left, right hand corner here. Like that. Okay, that is card number 2. Card number 2. Here's my original. That's card number 2 of the free class with an online order through November 6th, I believe. Okay, last but not least, this card is actually probably the simplest card, but I liked it the best. So I always save the one I like best for last, but usually that one's more involved, and this one is very simple. Hold on a sec. I lost my packaging for these dots here, and I am finished with them. I'm using different dots on this card. When you get the free classes from me with your online orders, they don't include the dots. Like, we don't cut little ones. So you'll provide any kind of embellishment you want. But this card's going to use the streaked dots, which are really nice. They are in the mini catalog right now. Okay, so we have a crushed curry card base. Keep not seeing my bone folder. Crushed curry card base, fold it in half. So I'm going to make this side better. Fold it in half, just like before. Nothing different. Portrait as well. Then our next layer is, what is this called? Early espresso. Then the next layer is this really nice plaid. It is a white background with a crumb cake, basic beige and gold foil plaid with skinny little crushed curry stripes, like pin stripes. And those are spread pretty far apart, probably a good 2 inches apart. Almost 2 inches, 1 3/4 inches apart. So just a hint of the yellow. And it's just a really nice plaid. So that will be the next layer on this card. And then you'll have 2 leaves. So we will cut this one for you because we're going to emboss it for you. We'll cut it from this earthen toned metallic specialty paper, which looks like this. It's a bronze or maybe they call it brown. Anyway, it's a dark bronze or brown foil, which is really nice for fall. So we will die cut that leaf for you. You'll cut your yellow one. And that's the oak leaf. And then we embossed it with the gathering, I think it's called Gathering Leaves. Let me look. I do love on the Stampin' Up website, you can just like search so quick for a product to see if we sell it, what it's called, etc. Gathering Leaves embossing folder. And it's one of those large folders. It's a 3D, it's thick, and it's just row after row of little stem with about 7 little leaves on them, but very small. Maybe a 1/2 inch tall and a 1/8 inch wide little leaves, row after row. Okay, so we'll do that for you. Then you'll cut your maple leaf from the scrap of crushed curry cardstock, so a nice bright yellow leaf. We will cut this label for you. This is it's a basic beige label from the name. Traditional labels dies. Traditional labels. Same ones I used on the first card. One of the largest labels there. Top one, which is buried in there. But Anyway, it's like a rectangle, but with a nice fancy shape and some stitching, not just holes, but stitching on the edges. Okay, that's all you need for this card. You will have a bow. This will be linen thread, and we'll add the embellishment. Okay, so for this one, first, my stamping, I'm going to add the greeting. This one's going to say, expressing heartfelt gratitude in early espresso. So it's kind of like the last greeting. Expressing is on top and E is capital. Heartfelt gratitude's on bottom. It's cursive. Tap, tap, tap. Don't press hard. Here comes Britty. My goodness. She is being needy today. Side note. Forgot to tell y'all that part. And hello. I'm going to add, because there's a little space around this greeting, I'm going to add, actually this one, the plaid little background image in basic beige. So just kind of turn it at an angle, top right, bottom left. Just fills in that space a little. And then I'm going to grab a sponge dauber and put basic beige ink on the edges to make this label a little more distressed and vintage or whatever, and not so stark. Don't forget, basic beige has a green tint. You can really see it in stuff like this. Like, I don't know if that shows on the video, but when you sponge it on like that, and sometimes when you stamp with it, you see the green tint. That's just what color it is. It's beige with a green tint. You like that? You interested? I bet she would love to play with this guy right here. Yesterday, I finished a roll of one of these, and I had laid this roll to the side to put it in recycling, and then Britty found it. He was playing with it all over the house. Hello, Britty. Oh, my goodness. You thought my hand was there for you. Okay, now we're not done yet. I'm not ready to assemble. I'm about to knock my stuff off, girl. Hold on. Next, we're going to take this leaf right here and crumple it up. I used to love to do this technique. Then I kind of forgot about it. This is regular cardstock. You could use the two-tone, and it would be easier to crumple up because it's thinner. And also it might give some of the white showing through just from crumpling, or you could crumple and sand. But I'm just using regular cardstock. The more you crumple and flatten it back out, the more distressed it'll be. It also gives it like a leather look, but it's not. She bit me. Specifically what we're going for, but faux leather as well. And I did not do this on my original card, but you could even keep breaking it down where you make the edges of the paper come apart like that, to give even more distressing. That you can do that on the corners and stuff. Okay, but then what I did is take that and flatten it back out and add some crushed curry ink on top. Even more distressing. Just gonna grab scratch paper again because my what do you call it? This thing, my chamois that came with my Glass Mat Studio is not very wet either. I forgot about doing that for the video. Just to stress it even more. She's like, this is very interesting. I've never seen you do this. This Brit step. No. Oh my gosh. She messes with the camera though. Julie, she said, does she ever step in the ink pads? The answer is no, because she did just remove this acorn though from one of my samples over here. I don't know what. Sheesh, I don't know where that came from. Sorry. Because she never gets up here when I'm stamping normally, only during videos. Okay, there we go. That's good. Only during videos. So not yet, knock on wood, during a video, no. I was trying to avoid getting fall stamps, but now I don't know. Susan, I get it. This is a really good one, in my opinion. The paper and these dies especially. Paper and the dies especially. I started to say maybe that's just a loose one that I didn't use, but it has glue on the back, so it's not. I'm going to try to remember to show y'all these scrapbook pages that use this same stuff and how I use my own scrapbook pages as inspiration for one of the cards. Okay, so designer paper attached to the early espresso, and then that to the crushed curry card base. And then first the big maple leaf flat, leaning at the top toward the right, kind of just like the previous one I did with the old olive. And then when you put adhesive on this piece, I think it's fine, but sometimes your adhesive can rip the paper because it got all broken down, the fibers. It was fine. So I just put regular adhesive on the back of the crumpled leaf, and I'm going to put it on the bottom left, but facing over to the right. To the left. The top goes to the left. Basically, the leaf is pointing to the left, but it's down toward the bottom. Does that make sense? Bottom left. Okay. Then we'll add dimensionals onto our greeting. Almost made it. So, of course, you can cut these up and use them. These edges, and of course, I always do. I just usually use them for designing. So I have a ton of ones like this over where I design, and I do like to have a nice pretty looking one for videos, so I'll probably replace that for next week. Anyway, they work exactly the same. This greeting will go down here on the bottom right on dimensionals, partially covering up that pretty leaf. And then make another double bow, but with linen thread this time. Yes, regular linen thread. These are called linen thread also, but it's colored. So early espresso and old olive linen thread. This is our good old linen thread that, knock on wood, we've sold for years and years. Hope we always sell it, but who knows? There's that, and then this bow go down in the bottom right hand corner of the greeting. And then these streak dots look really nice with this foil paper because they're like dark like it is. They're called streaked, but I guess if you have readers on or you have really good eyesight, you can see streaks. But to me, it's just more like light brown and dark brown mixed together. It's just a really nice. And then I believe, if my eyesight is right, you have large and medium, half and half. No small, medium, large, just large and medium sizes. And they are very rounded, just like the other ones, and like a half circle. Okay, where did I put the thing? Sorry. I'm going to put one large and one medium up here in the top right hand corner. Top left. Goodness. That is the third card. I just like that yellow. I'm not necessarily like a person that's like, oh, I love yellow, whatever, but I don't hate it either. And I just really liked it. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you, Susan. I saw your video, Shy. I always thought I was shy until I saw our old family videos. That's hilarious, V. I I mean, I wasn't shy around like my cousins and stuff, but I will tell you, my family knows how shy I am. I always pick the best cards of the two I made. Um, when I joined Stampin' Up, my mom was like, "You're gonna do parties?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "You're gonna talk in front of people?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna try it. You can't stop me." So yeah, I definitely really was shy, and I still am, but used to be way worse. Okay, there's the cards from today. If you like, say which one you like best. And I really think this one looks better in person because on the video screen right here, I'm not feeling it too much. But I'm telling y'all, it looks, that yellow pops in person with the little pinstripes there. This is what the recipe cards will look like. They will be sent out tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central. So make sure you're on that email list. And here are from my scrapbook club. This was page 1 that they did last month, or this month actually, in October, using these same products. So and then page 2 right here, you can see this right here is what I based that first card on. Just shrunk it down a little bit. I didn't use this ribbon though, which the basic beige, what's that called? Classic ribbon goes really well with all this stuff as well. But that was my club. They actually have flip flaps here. I just haven't cut holes in my page protector yet, but they have flip flaps here so they can do more than one. There's a flip flap there as well. And we have one here also, the 4x4 flip flaps. To be able to put more than one photo. And we have it where you can tuck it under these leaves. Or journaling or hidden journaling. Like there's a ton of different things you can do with the flip flaps in scrapbooking. But anyway, there's a different page behind there. I just wanted to show those pages because I don't think I ever showed them on video. Maybe I did. I don't remember. Oh, that was one of our Halloween pages there. Okay, so that's it. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Thank you, Terry. Thanks, Julie. Thanks, Beverly. Thanks, Cindy. Thanks, Tommy. And if y'all have any questions about oh my goodness, my thing Britty loosened up my holder again, my clamp, whatever this is called, about the projects or any of the events I talked about or anything else, just let me know. That starter kit special ends tomorrow, so great opportunity for you to get a great deal and be on my team. Also, the ordering special ends November 6th, I believe. Let me look at the calendar now that I'm not stamping. November 5th, I lied. Well, it's whatever date I put on the graphics. I kept getting myself so mixed up yesterday. At first, I put November 1st, which would be tomorrow. I was like, hello, Jennifer. It's incorrect. I had to go correct everything. Where did I put? November 5th. Okay, it is the 5th. 5th. Do as I printed, not as I say. Okay, thank y'all very much. Have a wonderful week. I think I should be back next week, Thursday at 9 a.m. Central. I think next week should be fine. It might be the following week that I'm out of town. I need to get my act together and figure all this out. Look at I don't have my actual calendar over here. Yeah, next week should be good for live, and then the following week I think I won't be live. But I will update you guys as usual. Thank you, Pat. All right, everyone have a great day and a great week, and stay warm. Try to stay warm and dry for a lot of y'all. Stay warm and dry. Okay, bye. Bye.